Yo, what's up? Hey, I just forgot to turn off my desktop speakers and switch over to my headphones so the music doesn't leak out into the actual stream. How are you? Happy Friday. And this was kind of a light week. I think when did I stream? Like Tuesday, Wednesday? Don't even remember. But it's been working, same old, sometimes shit like runs over and it's like, okay, well, you know, for this stream particularly, it's 7:30 to 9. And so if I miss that, I miss that. But I don't know. It's the same kind of shit. It's gonna be drawing. Same old, same old. I got some character designs laid out. Um, you know what? Give me one more second because I just want to double check something really quick. So I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. I just wanted to double check, make sure that I had no work left over from my day job. Um, so where am I? I'm kind of all over the place right now. So I'm kind of thinking, you know, um, yesterday I ended up like, look out, Bubba, setting up some um character sheets, right, for myself for Gabby, and I'm actually getting asked for some designs that I'm gonna have to show. So um I'm not gonna go into too much details about that. Oh, Melanie, yes, I did. It was on my end. I don't know about the shirt order. I gotta double check, but I think it's because they're two different. Like I'm using Shopify and I'm also using Printful, so I had to go over to Printful to like approve something. So let me know if you get an email or a confirmation. I'll double check, but it should be going through this time. I hope so. Um, Sorry about that. I'm completely like new to this, and I'm just like feeling my way through this whole like e-commerce business stuff. Oh, I know what I didn't check. Hang on, I'll be right back. One more time. Okay, close the window, close it. Okay, good. Sorry about that. Can't be too safe, can you? Um, but I was thinking about just starting to lay out some character turns for the Gabby's crew, right? Um, I was kind of starting to like mess around with colors here. All right. Thank you, sir. Um, I don't remember how far I got on stream last time, but I may have worked into this some more. I don't know what I. Thanks. Yeah, let me know. I appreciate that. I appreciate the help too, like getting things sorted. But I don't remember how far I made it on to some of these. There's some other pages I might have worked on. I don't remember. Oh no, I was kind of working on the house. Did- Where am I at in this playlist? No. Oh, I've entered into the suggested movies. I'm gonna jump to a different song for a second, if you don't mind. Take it back, because now it's outside of the playlist. It's all like the recommended stuff. But I need to save this for later. So um, we'll start here. Okay. Oh no, here we are. Okay. Oh shit. Hang on for a second. I found something. This sorry, not related to art. I found something that I've been looking into, and I forgot what it. No, that's not it. Here we go. Found it. I'll play it and then, or I guess you'll have to play it on your end. Must there? There's like over like I think there's like if okay, and then yeah, there's well over 1,500 songs in this playlist, and I'm still adding to it. Sample example. So this song is number. What we're listening to right now is 13 something. So I figured if we start back a little bit, it'll keep rolling and flowing. I'm pretty proud of this playlist. I've been working on it since I had an iPad or iPod in like 2007. So this is song number 1363. So also I forgot I ordered a pizza, so that'll be coming. It's been a chaotic week. Um, so I think I want to start just kind of laying out some basic roughs for the turns, right? Like kind of how I have started here on Gabby. She's a little tough one, I think, because of the size of her head and it being so round. But this is how I would do it in like animation. If this was for like I'm pretending right now that this is for animation, right? Like this is an animated series, and this is essentially like how I would approach it, but only with me owning the character. I'll do it my way. It'll be similar in terms of the process and stuff, but as far as design goes, I'm gonna have fun with it. You know, I'm just kind of starting to block out like these little areas, these shapes, right? And the another thing that kind of helps too is just to kind of have like a vertical line to kind of see like how far forward or how far back the character might be leaning, because sometimes like you don't realize it and then you flip it or you turn it around or you do something and then you're just like holy shit, like they're leaning like for example, I flipped Rosa, like you see her here, right? I mean it's faded out, but um and then I flipped her and she's like leaning like this, like and like here it seemed fine. Here it felt like it's kind of straight to me. But then I flipped it like earlier and it's just like, what the crap? Like she's like, whereas like this is Gabby's mom, by the way. I don't think I've ever shown her on stream. Her name's Matilda. Uh, so this is Rosa's niece and Gabby's mom. Herman, come here. What's going on, bud? There's nothing there. I'm gonna open the gate for them. I have a little gate to kind of keep them away from the door because they like to bark a lot. This kind of keeps him from barking as much, but for some reason Herman's obsessed with being over there. And plus, I'm gonna have to go get my pizza soon, so or whenever it gets here, I gotta shoot. Yeah, probably like the next 10 minutes. Okay, um, so we don't see much of Matilda in this book so far. Like we only have just her voiceover, excuse me, from the first page. But she's an important part of Gabby's life, and they talk on the phone. Oh yeah, here's the first. Yeah, here's the voiceover. So this is a very here. This is the intro to the whole series, to the whole comic. Herman, don't dude. And it's just 3 panels, and it's just her getting in trouble, and Herman, no, dude, come here. He's wily, dude. He is wily. Come here, buddy. Bring it. All right. See, this is why I keep the fence up. All right, come on, let's go. Let's go. Thank you. Go boys. Go boys. So it's just 3 panels. It's just like, okay, she's in trouble at her school, and then it kind of tells that she's got some kind of behavioral issues. She's more like very creative, and I think she probably feels stifled in there. So I'm kind of trying to show this like frustration of her being in this class, and then um, her mom just says, thanks but no thanks. I'm gonna send her to go live with her aunt. Well, not her great aunt actually. So um, it's her mom's aunt or whatever that is, great aunt, or I don't know like the exact terms. Actually, this needs to go. Okay, well, you'll hear it all together. It'll sound great. Um, right, just really quickly, like just block in, and then you just kind of. But this is also at a 3/4, so this is kind of like tricking a little bit. So I think her foot actually needs to kind of come up a little bit. Yeah, so because it would kind of meet, kind of almost in the center of the foot is where kind of like the baseline is. Cause yeah, it's pretty tricky shit with perspective and all. Um, in CG animation, we don't draw in perspective either. That's for 2D stuff. For CG stuff, it's like flat on. So this foot would be like this, essentially, right? And then there'd be the sole, and then if there's a gym shoe or something, it'd be kind of like this, right? But it would be flat, right? You draw everything in CG like flat, you know. So there's no perspective at all when you do it, because then the modelers have to take that and everything has to match up exact, so this will be like in 2D you can kind of cheat it a little bit, right? Because you're just giving the animators, depending on how complex you want the animation, like if it was something like the Flintstones or something where the animation is very limited, you only need a few poses and they can just work off of that. Whereas like if they want like some kind of dramatic turn where you actually see a character's face like turning some way, then you want to provide more drawings and information. Um, oh, so this pizza that I ordered is from Gino's East. There's a Gino's East here in California, and actually it's pretty close to me. It's it's right on Riverside. I'm in between Magnolia and Riverside, and so they opened it, but they opened it during COVID, so I haven't had it until probably like a month or two ago. It was the first time I had it, um, and so this will be the second time. Uh, but it opened like during COVID. But before that, I remember driving past and like I did a double take because there was a sign that said "Coming soon, Gino's East," and I was like, "What the fuck?" There's a Portillo's out here too, but it's in Anaheim. The Geno's is, probably like 1 or 2 miles away. It's not too far. It's in Sherman Oaks. But there was a place really close by, in my little neighborhood that I walked to, and it was a Chicago place, and it was good, right? It was actually pretty decent, but it was so fucking expensive. And it's the first time I had a pizza puff in like years, right? Probably like, yeah, definitely over a decade. And it was like $10 for a pizza puff. I was like, damn. It's like pizza puffs are so cheap. It's just like pastry and cheese and pizza sauce. And same with, the beefs and they had like deep dish pizzas and stuff. Well, but that place closed. Okay, I think my pizza's here because they're freaking out. Hey, hey, what? What, guard dog? Come here. Hi. Thank you. Oh, I need the ID, right? Yeah, I'll be right back. Sorry. Hang on, Bubba. Trying to do this without screwing up the pizza, but I think you can see it there. Dang, Genosies. What? You guys don't get none. You know, I never appreciated tavern style until I left Chicago. Let me turn my mic down. Sorry, I had to give the boys treat too so they could chill. But they're going nuts right now. They're fucking pizza. Mm. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm all discombobulated. Anyways, so even like this, like I was saying before, yeah, right? I mean, sometimes there's that cheap, like, shit that you used to get from, like, the park at the concession stand. Sometimes I still crave that. Like, I'm just like, man, I want, like, one of those cheap toaster oven pizzas sometimes. You know, it's so funny that you just don't realize, like, how much you've missed something like that. I mean, sometimes I would buy, like, you know, just get a Red Baron pizza. You know what is good that I didn't have while I was in Chicago was Lou Malnati's. I didn't have that until I ordered it and shipped it here. And I remember living by one, but for some reason I just never went. I thought that's great. I love it. I mean, Pequod's is my favorite, but you know, Lou Malnati's is good. Mancino's, oh my god, oh my god. I'm thinking of like meatball subs. But yeah, like apparently like pizza puffs are like a Midwest thing. Or definitely not, you know, it's definitely not a West Coast thing. There's another Chicago place in Burbank, but I haven't been there in forever. Oh, from Mancino's. I never had that lemon rice soup. Oh wait, you mean lemon rice soup being a Midwest thing? I haven't had it in forever, but I remember getting it from, you know, whatever diner. Oh shit. I did that on the wrong layer, and I don't want to do that. Oh no, I want to keep it. Fuck it. I'll just fix it like this. Wow, I didn't realize that. Okay. But then I haven't had it in forever either. Now I'm thinking about like, oh man, lemon rice soup sounds good. There's a ton of good food here too. It just I don't know, especially like Mexican and Asian food. I think is fucking amazing. As much as I think like Mexican food in Chicago is great, like out here is awesome. And it's always like from like the best ones are from like the food carts and shit or the trucks. So it's all different. Well, it's funny because there were some places that were out here that I seen open up in Chicago too, like Umami Burger was out here, and there was something else too. I remember. I think Jollibee maybe, because there's a Jollibee over here. But I don't remember it being in Chicago, and I think some people were talking about it being there. It's like a chain exchange program. Just like yeah, there's like no White Castle here. They opened Dunkin' Donuts finally, like maybe like 5, 6 years ago. It was like 6 years ago, I want to say. Um, because I remember when I briefly lived in Northridge, there was one near there, and that's when it was kind of new. And then I know there's one over here in Burbank as well that they opened up, but they all like started showing up like within the past 10 years with Dunkin' Donuts, and then there's no White Castle. There's In and Out and Carl's Jr. and Jack in the Box. There's Zanku Chicken, which is a small chain. There's Porto's, which is a dope, like it's like a Cuban pastry shop, so they have like baked goods, but they also have like savory pastries and soups and sandwiches and stuff. They're fucking awesome. Um, I don't even have my headphones on. But yeah, diversity is great. I'm all for food diversity too. I just had like I almost ordered it again today. I was like, man, but there's this Vietnamese place I've been ordering from lately. And I was like Vietnamese and like Mediterranean food are like some of my tops right now, I want to say. It goes through phases, but I go through phases, but right now I would say it's those. And Philly cheesesteaks, which came out of nowhere. I didn't really didn't care about like one way or the other about cheesesteaks, and then I don't know, I don't know where I developed a craving for it. It's like, what do I do with that? And like literally, like I had like more cheesesteaks in one week than I probably had in my life leading up to that. And like every place that had one, I would order it. And my friend and I went to like the what was it called? The Improv in Hollywood. And look, and they had a cheesesteak. I'm like, fuck it, I'm ordering one. Hmm. I'm just kind of zoning out on this design right now. I figure I can figure out the details a little more later. Oh, I am working on the 3/4 though, right? Like, no, fuck me. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Oh, that sounds delicious. Uh-oh, shit. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna forget about that. I screwed up. Well, that's fine right there. I just worked on the wrong layer, that's all. It happens. Because then I also have like I already have a 3/4 that I originally designed. I'm just trying to come up with something that's a little bit more that works in a turn. But I think her hair works good here. I just got to, yeah, I do want to go that low with that hair right now. Then you just try to like imagine it in space, like how, because it's turned a little bit, you know, um, it doesn't necessarily like from here, it's not gonna reach the back of her skull, kind of. There might be something else coming up here, or maybe I don't know, I'll figure something out there, but just kind of turn it in space and just imagine like, okay, if, you know, this was like a three-dimensional object or whatever, if that was actually hair, like how would it sit? It goes all the way up. But I mean, this won't even go all the way down either. But I think it should. I think it should do this. Mm, constant. Like the whole trick. Was it like on The Simpsons or whatever when they had a fish? He was like putting like too much water or not enough water. You're always like, or adding food and then adding water, or adding food, adding water, just to try to even it out or reduce it to something. That's kind of what like design is in my estimation. It's a little bit more. It's kind of like slightly kind of like sculpting in that you're just kind of erasing away and picking away at what you think doesn't work, or kind of pushing and pulling these lines a bit. Like sometimes like, okay, we can come in on just inside a little bit more, what have you. Oh, I also did something with the eyes too. I brought them a little closer together because I think, like, I mean, here's like she looks completely different in all of these, but I'm trying to find like a baseline one. If I'm gonna show this to anybody, um, like if I were to show this to a studio or something, it'd be like, okay, this is the vision kind of. But I always I love drawing off model. Like that's my favorite way to draw because it's fun. Oh yeah, she's got that little shade on her side of her head too. Hang on, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Gotta take care of some stuff. Let me take this off and multiply. Let's go back to normal. There you go. Okay. I'm kind of liking these legs here a little bit, like just kind of getting a little wider at the end. But I'm trying to consider how that really fits in with some of these other pages, right? I mean, she's kind of all over the place in a way. Actually, I'm gonna do something really quick. Okay. See, like, there's another, like, but this would be like, okay, if they were gonna do like if there was like some kind of style guide, like if there's, any other, like if there's somebody's gonna make a folder or a t-shirt, like this is what would be on it. But in terms of, excuse me, um, the comic stuff, I do better when I just kind of run wild. Excuse me. Yeah. Okay. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Just want to do this instead. Sorry. Alright. So, and I like this spear here too. That's the thing about character design is it's very stiff, right? And it's kind of, you want to try to give as much life as you want as you can, but it's also, you want to be, it's more like this stuff is more for information, no purposes, than it is for, because I mean these aren't like, I wouldn't like putting this kind of stuff on a t-shirt. I'd rather have them like being in some kind of a pose or you know, some kind of angle rather than just like looking off in the distance. Um, but this is just more for reference. It's just like, okay, to check proportions, for colors, for, just super basic stuff, you know. But the thing is, like, the thing I don't want to do is kind of match it too exactly, because it kind of loses life, I think, when you do that. It looks puppeted and stuff, and it's like I don't want to match it like that. I want to do, even this kind of looks a little stiff, but compared to this, you know. Let me put these down here, my ref. Oh, also, I'm working on a logo, but I haven't. I got all this inspiration around here, but I don't know, like, I'm still trying to figure out like how I want to do it. Like I do want to do it like where it's like a thinner top, you know, not like this, but I like the idea, and I also like the idea behind these shapes too. I think I kind of want to go somewhere like the bottom letters. I want to be fat, I want them to be, because it's like the gears kind of feels like it's chunky, right? Like just the word gears. So if it was a little bit more mechanical, but not too mechanical, not too cold. This isn't like a serious comic, so it's not gonna, I don't want to, you know, I just had the thought right now. Yeah, yeah. So I'm trying to find a, like, I mean, here's the thing. I'm not a photographer. I'm not good with lettering and stuff like that. So, I'm trying to do something, I'm not trying to copy anything. Um, but just trying to find, like, in my mind, like some kind of mixture of like this hot dog's like a painted sign, and then like some of this cool shit too, like some of these, like, um these are, what's his name, Rock and Jelly Bean, right? Oh wait, no, Yeah, I think they're Rock and Jelly Bean or Jamie Hewlett. I'm pretty sure it's Rock and Jelly Bean. You know, um, that I love. But I also like, this shit is kind of cool. So I'm trying to find something that has the same, that's unique. That it's its own thing, but at the same time, it kind of evokes like, some of that where it's like, okay, it's not exactly sign painting, and it's not exactly like these, rockabilly style like uh emblems and logos and stuff, you know, um, but it still kind of feels like it's, you know, that way I can avoid any fucking lawsuits for copyright infringement. That's something that I wish I would have spent more time like trying to mess around with. Like I've only done just a little bit like here and there in some notebooks. Um, but just messing around with lettering and letters. See like this. But I also kind of like, yeah, I want to like, I should be doing that on its own. Like, oh, okay, cool, it is. Shit. Oh no, it isn't. Okay, there's that brush. Yeah, I don't know. I see people on like Instagram post like really amazing like lettering that they do in Procreate on their iPads. And I got this what was I using? I got this little brush set, for making characters. So that's kind of what I originally like initially, I wrote Gabby's in these and then Gears in this one and then just kind of messed around with it, but it kind of helps keeping things uniform. Um and it's cool. It's a brush too that just does it like I'll show you right now. But I gotta like you need to go in there and kind of tweak the settings and stuff to get it to do what, you know, like the spacing in between and such, and I didn't do it with that stuff, so that's why like afterwards I kind of pushed it all together. But I have books on, you know, how to do this kind of stuff, and it's like I should really take the time to just to at least kind of make it easier on myself. Not trying to be like, you know, not to get into lettering like that, but at least to have a better idea and make it a little bit easier on myself to do this stuff. Because the other thing too, it's just like, wait, no, it's not that. It's this. You know. Yeah, I'll mess with it some more. It's one of those things I just have to just keep picking away at. For now, it's just this cheap fucking font. It's not a cheap font. It's from Adobe. Um, right now, that's all I've been using for my stuff is just like the, the Adobe fonts that I get with my plan. I got some cool shit on there though. But yeah, I'm liking these legs. I don't know. I kind of like them all sometimes. Even that, like with the fucking weird knee coming out. It's my problem. I'm all over the place. You know what I'm gonna do instead? I'm gonna a little bit. Excuse me. Wolfing down pizza. No, wait. There's a trick to it. I think it's something like this that I did. it'll show here. I mean, here it's a little bit more rigid like that, but I kind of like just doing like a weird trick to make it just a little bit off center. I also don't know how to treat side noses yet either. Profile noses, I should say. This is like, I never do turns for my own characters ever. I never did in the past. When I got when I got hired on the Turtles, I only did probably a handful of character turns in my life at that point. It was so hard. And I only did a couple uh, turns. One was for somebody's trying to make a vinyl figure, and then another one was for an ornament that I designed for Jingle Bell. That was tough, and I did that in like 2004, something like that. Excuse me, Harry. What's the matter, bub? So, and then I kind of did some character turns um, when I was kind of is probably about the time that I created Gabby, but Gabby wasn't exactly tied into everything. It was just a couple pages in my notebook at the time. Um, but I made this fucking insane character design file. It's huge. It's got like a million layers in it. Um, trying to find out where it is. Oh, come on, dude. Um, nope. Yeah, you're gonna see this fucking thing and it's gonna be like insane. I think I actually had to split the file apart because it was getting crazy. Well, here's the Gabby. Here's some Gabby stuff. This is after it's split off, and you're gonna see a ton of shit here. These I did probably like 3 4 years ago. All right, so this is the original like Gabby design from like 2014, right? 2013, 2014. This was another character named Victor. Um, so that's the main character, Victor. This is kind of going through some changes. I don't know if this character is going to remain, but I'm going to figure that out. But yeah, here's the cast. This is another one called Mighty Mini Manuel, which I haven't really like. There were kind of redesigns of old ones because these are the old versions, right? And so I was redoing the versions. This is like a sci-fi one, and then I did this one at maybe like 4 years ago. I forgot I'd even done them. I was like, oh shit. Um, but then there's like the huge file, which I believe is might be this one. Kind of go crazy with these layers. I kind of like make huge files. All right. This has so much shit to it. So this is all gonna be designed together. So, these characters will fit with Gabby, right? But most of these are characters I created. Like I was in like 6th grade, I think, when I created these two characters. Um, This character was created about like 1998 or so. Um, some like the 90s. Um, but it's the main character who's also undergoing a redesign. I created him in like 1990. That's his human form. Here, I'm not. All right, we just saw these. So there's the logo. Um, I think mostly I lost one sketchbook. I mean, we actually it wasn't even my sketchbook. It was a sketchbook that I was collecting sketches in. But yeah, I pretty much have everyone. I've been meaning to scan them. Um, these exact designs were done like 2014, 2015. Let's see, where's he? Uh-oh. Okay. So when I was designing Gabby, I had where is he? Oh, there he is. Okay. So this is the district attorney. Um, let me see if I have an older version because there's a color. Wait. That's because that's black and white. No, nope, nope, nope. Let me see. There he is. There's like a kind of a version. This was based off of from my notebook. You can still kind of see the lines in there. Um, uh, that's weird. It's not showing the layer visibility. Okay, okay. So we saw this stuff. Here's a bad guy. He's like the super villain. There's a news reporter. Here's a sidekick. Um, it's a sketch. Another bad guy. This guy I created like in like middle school or high school too, about that time. Barn Butsky. Hang on, let me get rid of those lines. Hang on for a second. Herman needs his ball. Where you at, bud? Oh, you okay? Okay. Okay. So where are we at? So this Barn Butsky. You did I put this on a shirt, right? I think I did. I gotta check it again. Um, Another character. Oh, here's a sketch. So this is like from my notebook and stuff when I'm thinking of the stories. There's this guy. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I think we've seen these guys. Uh, Seen her. Look, I think it'll actually show like. Nope. Yep. Okay. So this is the original character from 1992, right? From one of my notebooks, and so this was the redesign from like 7 years ago, 6, 7 years ago. So that's kind of what I want to do with a lot of that stuff is just, because I hang on to the sketchbooks and stuff. And so, let me see. Okay, and see, even I had like, okay, well, here's a different version of Gabby too. Um, let's see. This is another character from like way back when. Yeah, it's another drawing. So and it's not even just, jeez, like look at, I'm telling you, I'm gonna show you, like I'm just gonna turn them on, all these layers. Some of them are just little sketches and stuff, but some of them are like taken pretty far. Actually, let me turn all that off because there's some pretty cool shit down here too. There's, oh, it's not there. Okay. Nope. This is another like fantasy thing. Again, like I'm kind of taking all this stuff and just folding it like since you know outside of Gabby, which is in a partnership, um, everything else is mine. So it's like I'm just gonna like mash it all together, like going through all my old shit, all my old books and stuff like that, and just kind of rethinking it and reimagining stuff and moving stuff around that didn't work before. Um, I just showed you the Victor stuff earlier, but I'm changing that a bit. Um, oh no, I moved them out. Yeah, so I don't know. I got tons of shit like that. Um, uh-oh, Herman's crying, isn't he? Herman, buddy, what's the matter? Also like you gotta be aware of just where these lines kind of land because I don't want it to look like how like some toys where it's just the arm is just kind of slapped on and all I could do is just this, like there's no like relaxation or motion or character in it. So I kind of want to make sure that that stays with here, that she's not too like just super tense looking, although she might be here even, but just something more. I don't know, maybe she's kind of tense. I think she's kind of like a micromanager, so I think she's gonna be tense. And a bit of a perfectionist too, I think. The cool thing about 2D though is like you can cheat some things just to make it look better because oh no, what do you got them on now? Like some chicken? I get some chicken breast for the boys sometimes. Like I'll just cook it with no seasoning. Poor guys, I'm sorry you get no seasoning on it, but I don't know, man. I don't want to test the waters. Don't want them to have a bad experience. I'm probably gonna have to do that for Spanky, unfortunately, too. Like I love him, but he's a little heavy. But I don't like I give him little bits of of food here and there, just little tastes. But it'll be like again, like if it's like a piece of ham or something, like deli stuff, just like a little sliver of it. But I remember like getting yelled at because I gave Herman some bacon. She's like, "Don't do that." Like it'll just fatten his liver. It's like, oops. Like I wish they understood language. It's just like, tell me what's wrong, or Herman, don't you got to eat 20% less. Oh man, sorry, dude, you gotta. Okay, but I mean, the worst is like they can't tell you what's wrong, and I think that's to me the scariest thing. It's like other than and I mean sometimes they do kind of cover it up, but oh no, okay, he'll be 7 in July. Oh no, Herman's gonna be 7 in July. Oh my God. I mean, he's doing good so far, but I do have to book a vet appointment soon. Um, for a checkup. But like, God, where does the time go? 2016. Yeah, we got Herman in 2016. So he was born like that July. Fuck. Oh, okay. Is he a bigger dog? Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. Just a little bit more. Oh, wow. 4 point. Wow, tiny. Herman's like 11, 12-ish. And Spanky's about 15, 16, I think. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Oh yeah, so it's causing havoc on his back. Oh man, I'm sorry. That's tough. Well, hopefully, having a diet will help a lot. What do you do about the cataracts then? Oh wow. Oh, but he's cute though, right? That's all that matters. And he's sweet though, right? Oh really? Oof. He's a jerk. So maybe he deserved the cataracts. I don't know. Oh, ouch. Yeah, that's so okay. That's what matters. That you love him. I don't know. Spanky's a grump, but not with me. Um, and Herman's just like a ham. He's both like um like he just wants to love it on everybody, but he also is like a grumpy old man too, and he'll bark at everybody, like walking around for no reason, like on some get off my lawn shit. Oh, ow. Yikes. So you caught him do like was he getting like an infection or something from it, or did you actually like catch him actually doing it and then like hearing something? That's terrible. I'm sorry. Poor guy. Okay. Oh wow. Hmm. Ow, ouch. Hmm. Herman does that sometimes. Like not until he pukes sometimes, but it seems like he's going to, and then he just I just kind of chalked it up to just him drinking too fast or whatever. Kind of like if like goes down the wrong pipe or whatever. Let's see. Yikes. I have to keep an eye on that. I hope he feels better. And then he enjoys his CBD. Oh wow. Oh, that's so sad. Like to think about. I thought about that too, because Herman's allergic to bees, and so I had to get an EpiPen, right? Like I haven't had to worry about it. Like he's been fine, but like um years ago when he was a puppy, like he had a bee attack and he was just like puking and collapsing, and the vet told us that he's allergic to bees. But luckily I've never had to use the pen. Yeah, it's not. I mean, but I mean he's did fine. He's doing good now. Um, but I also like try to stay on top of like keeping him out of any bee heavy places. Um, but at first I remember like the EpiPens are just way too expensive, and so we got a prescription for we had like the bottle and a needle, like a syringe. Like like luckily it never had to be administered, but like um yeah. So then I had like a little mini backpack. I was actually able to get like I think it was the CVS has a version of the EpiPen that's much less. Um, I forgot how much. Like it was really expensive. I was like, fuck, awesome. Starting to come along. I mean, it's not exact. I'll have to like you know clean it up, but it's nice to also just like get like when I'm drawing the comics, it's like trying to like imagine. It's like okay, what does she look like from here, from there? At least it serves as some sort of reference points. Oh, absolutely, absolutely, yeah. Um, but it's just fucking scary sometimes. Like, dude, like, and out here there's coyotes too, so it's like, and I've heard they've been kind of out and about a bit, stalking dogs, and so kind of have to keep these guys on the leash at the park too, just to be safe. So I'm like right across the street from a park, um, you know, um, so who knows? I mean, I haven't seen any around here, luckily. But I remember like back in the day going picnicking at Griffith Park, and they would come out like once it started to get dark, but they would stay back. But we'd be barbecuing or whatever, and then just started like coming around and shit. But they were still kind of timid. I guess now they're getting bolder. I don't know. And so like what I would do for the back is this. Okay, so we got profile, front 3/4. Okay, I'm gonna drop this really quick. So just do like this is the quick and dirty way to do it. Uh, you don't even need that, right? Nah, not even. But the tricky part, oh God, I hate this. Is drawing shoes in like from the back because it always looks weird. So it's this constant struggle of like trying to get you know trying to get something that looks decent from the back, and it's like it's just a very strange shape. Yeah. So something like this, but it'd have to come down just a little bit. So this would probably, you know, it's always such a weird. I can do like they do. I don't know. Fuck. This one's easy. This is like an ultimate cheat right here. But also this would be flipped because yeah, we're seeing this side, so that would actually be over here, and then this hair would be like that. I think this was her back. Uh-oh. Herman. What's that, Herms? Right. Thanks. Um, yeah, right. Because this is actually going to be out here too, but this will be something like this. Again, just really quick. Just, kind of blocking in the shapes. And her hair probably come back like, I don't know. See, that's the thing. It's like, I don't think about things like that sometimes, and it's just like, oh, wait. Um, so it'd probably be like a fade back here. And then her watch would be over on this side. I don't know why I'm drawing. I mean, I don't know why I'm drawing instead of copying it over. I would normally do, but also these socks would be different. Would be flipped too. I don't. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it had to be kind of like the same angle. Right. Right. Then there's just two, right? One, two, right? And then second, right? And then maybe I should. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do something like that back here, or or even like a couple bumps. think that'd be pretty funny. Just to show that she just doesn't fuck around. You know what I mean? Like I don't give a fuck. Like I'm just here to get shit done. You know. I'll have to match this up better. Like the way I would actually do that is here. I'll show you the way that. Wait. Let me see. Actually, let's go back a little bit more. There we go. I want to keep the bumps. Okay. So I would do it this way. Just get the silhouette down, right? Only like it'd be in reverse, right? So these shapes would overlap in reverse. Buddy, thank you, sir. Right. These would lay over in reverse. So this would be black, and then take this silhouette, right? We don't see the bangs, right? This is still up front. So then kind of take that, right? And then so like what's her colleague, right? It's something like this. And then maybe it comes like some behind her ear, right? And then here she's got like just some black patch, and this will be blonde. And then this is the side where she's got her line. So this will be the fade. Again, we'll have the bumps. Oh, we need the little, there we go, crosshatch. And so you got any fun plans for the weekend? Anything good? I think I'm just gonna be doing the same thing I did last week. Gonna clean my apartment, right? And then what I would do here is flip it, right? Because if she was, you know, if her bangs are on that side, right, when she turns in her back, they'd be flipped here. So, and then just kind of match up the head, make sure it works, right? Something like this, right? Right. So that would be correct for the back. Let's see. Okay. I mean, obviously it's not exact, but again, I'm trying to like approximate because again, I didn't think about it, as I was, drawing it originally. And so it's gonna give me a hand like when I'm like stuck in a weird, and then I still got to do a back 3/4, which is kind of a pain in the ass, not gonna lie, but it'd be like kind of like the same, but it's like, okay, you can't just flip it. It won't work like that. Because you kind of have to keep this pose in a way, right? Right, because you gotta, you know, right. So this would be the back of her head, right? And then right here would be her nose. Like maybe we see a little eyebrow. I don't know. Right, right. But I try to follow this one because right here, this arm's in the front, right? But now, you know, it's flipped over this way, right? So it's still in the front, but it's not this arm, so you can't just sit here and trace this arm or use that arm. You want to use this one, so that one probably be like, right? And then you draw the, back of the hand, whatever, right? Maybe even like straighten just a little bit, right? And then same with the shorts too. So it's like, this right here would be more right here, right? As far as like the scale goes. And then, so this would be the bigger one, and then this would be the smaller. And then, it's in 3/4. Same with this. It's like, this is the part I hate the most, is the back 3/4 foot. It's even worse than the back foot. It does, yeah. Yeah, I think that, but that's also, I think, the part where someone just kind of has to rely on imagination as well. Because when you're trying to go exact, like one for one, things might look funny, right? They might not look right. So you kind of have to tweak it a bit so it does manage to look right, And I think that's easier to get away with in 2D, and probably, like, I would say, encouraged, right? Like, that's kind of why we do these. Whereas, like, in CG, um, uh, everything has to match up, right? Like that entire turn, because they're gonna actually model it. It's not gonna be handed to an artist who's gonna reinterpret and redraw it. Because I don't think you've ever seen like Fred Flintstone from the front in cartoons, have you? Or if you have, it's like this, right? He's like this. It's his arm, but then his nose is like this, right? And then he's like this, right? So it's like, how do you interpret that for 3D, right? Because if that was actually 3D, it would be, his nose would be something, if we were to actually match it, it had to be like this, and then here's his eyes, you know, and then to get this smile, I think that's what they do, right? Like, don't they like kind of like mess with this little line here and then this, right? But that would actually be, the front. But in the cartoons, like back in the day, this was his front, you know. And so, trying to kind of, I want to get, like, I loved how these designs were, the Hanna-Barbera designs were, like, there's some of my all-time favorites, but, I kind of want to go, it's like, think about it in the beginning of how it would look like from these different angles, right? And, I mean, I have ZBrush, I have Blender, and it's like, I haven't really gotten into, modeling. Like, I really need to just sit down and get through that, because I also think it'll help me with this stuff. It'll help me do this stuff faster for sure. I wish I knew it when I was working on Turtles, because that would have just like been a huge help. Like I was like racking my brain for like days. Even in the shower, I'd be just like trying to just in my head do some weird shitty geometry of like how to draw these characters, you know? And but I don't know why. Like, I'm just not, like, I just kind of zone out when I'm trying to learn it. But I think I need to just not do any tutorials. I think I just need to like just start picking at it and then go to, refer to the tutorials when, you know, I don't know how to do something, or if I fuck up. Um, it's like role playing games. It's like something I feel like I want to get into, but I just never do. And I always just like check out. I hate myself for it. Need to moisturize. My nose is just like crispy. Okay, that wasn't as, yeah. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. I'll fix it, because this doesn't look right either. I think her elbow just needs to kind of hang a little bit more. I think it comes out too a little bit more, right? So we're like, yeah, maybe something like that. I'm thinking. And that would be her watch, right? Yep. Yep, 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 yep. She's got the stripes on too. But then yeah, I'm gonna mess with this because this doesn't look right either. Let's see. Yeah, this like she's leaning back too much. Like needs to like kind of balance out a bit. I think this other leg can come back a little bit too. I should like keep this shape as well. Like maybe not like so extreme of an angle, but like kind of bring that in and kind of give it a little bit of uniformity. A little bit. This can come from. Actually, I think this can actually come down a bit. Something like that, maybe. And a few minutes left. Let's see. But yeah, its hair needs to like do this as well. I don't know how I feel about the like giving her like a lollipop neck, but somehow like I just that's just kind of how I end up drawing some characters, right? So this would have to be actually flipped again. And since her hair is asymmetrical, I'll have to do the other side as well. If like a character is symmetrical, like you don't have to worry about it. Um, because all you got to do is flip it. It's the same on both sides. Oh no, no family game night. What? Oh. That's how I felt about like a couple years ago when Animal Crossing came out, everybody was playing it. I was kind of just like missing out, but I'm like, it sounds like a lot of responsibility and like you gotta keep stuff alive and you gotta do shit that's it's like I got enough of that right now in my real life. Oh, there we go. They're still kind of looking a little off, I think. Okay. Uh, there we go, something like that. But it helps to like also keep looking at the other designs, just to kind of like, okay, you know, sometimes if you try to replicate that, but from the other side, it just doesn't work, right? If you're just like, okay, this is a thing here, this is a thing, somehow it's not like, working. Although that, yeah, that kind of worked actually for this. Um, let me see. Let me see if this. No, this won't work there. Hmm. So I don't think her. Actually, that would work better, actually. Damn. I just fucking proved myself. Well, in that instance, but typically it's not. That's because this is a stylized character. That this could work, right? That looks better, actually. But, like if it was like a, you know, like a open, not open, like a square-toed shoe or whatever, dress shoe, you know, doing that from behind, it's like you have the heel, so you kind of have to, work out like where that is, and then the perspective kind of changes, and then you got the back. It's gonna be like the ankle, right? And even that, like, yeah, that seems off. Maybe like heels a little lower, and on top of that, you gotta like do, it's tricky. It's super tricky. So is it okay? I've got a couple minutes, so on that note, I think I made some progress on it. Uh-oh. Which one is that? Shit. I gotta leave that out. Oh no, that's right, because that's the back 3/4. Okay, let's take that over here. Um, where it belongs. And then I still gotta get the hair in. So there is. I can actually move them all over, huh? Cool. We could do that. Um, what? Tamagotchi. Yeah, right. Tamagotchi is like coughing up blood and like, you neglected me. Okay, okay, come on. Why are you not moving? Oh, not that. Let's see. All right. Good night. Hope you have a great weekend. I might pop in. I don't know. I'm gonna be cleaning, so maybe I'll do some game shit, or maybe I'll just do some pages. But hope you have a good night. And if I don't see you, then I'll